Right, and hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Codex podcast. I'm your host, Sonny Kruger. Joining me today, as usual, is my co-host, Jamie Wojcik.
How's it going, everybody? It's good to be back.
Yes, it is good to have us back. Unfortunately, as you see, Tim Morse, our usual other co-host, is not here today. Tim got so excited because he heard there's going to be another Hellboy reboot that he got sick, he got a headache, he got a stomach ache. Tim, we hope you feel better. I understand what it's like sometimes when you get so excited. Sometimes when I'm almost done with my series or scene, I get so pumped that it's almost done, and then I have to use the washroom. So, Tim, I know that it happened to you with that new Hellboy news. I hope you feel better. Last week, we did not get to have an episode. All this and all that was going on with us. Each of us had something going on, but we're glad that me and Jamie were able to be back. But last week, it was the Codex Station's Kevin who had a birthday, so we didn't get to wish him happy birthday last
Yes.
time. So happy belated birthday, Kevin. I hope you had a great birthday. I hope you had a bunch of gorgeous women massaging you as you read some of the greatest comics you've ever read in your life.
Yeah,
That
Archduke definitely needed it.
oh, I hope he enjoyed it. And now we can finally move on. It seems like we were in the 60s for a while, so the sexy 60s are behind us, and now we are on to the sly 70s, and this is episode 70 of the Code X podcast.
Yes, a lot of episodes all the way through. So many.
And so many more to come. We've got a lot of news coming your way. I'll start that off with the rundown. Then we will have the 10 eyed man join the F list today. Then we have another round of Do You Know? Again, me against Jamie. And then finally,
Mm-hmm.
we will be reviewing Harley Quinn issue number 25, which is most known for having the first kiss between Harley and Poison Ivy. So, Jamie, are you ready for the rundown?
Yes, I am.
Okay, here we go. I will start us off with it. First, we're going to talk about the Ant-Man and the Wasp having its final trailer, but that already passed, and now they had their movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, hit theaters. Also
Mm-hmm.
during the Super Bowl, which we saw a lot of trailers for movies. There were some trailers during the Super Bowl, so go online to see the full trailers, and one of those trailers was The Flash, and that got us
Yes.
a lot excited. That got many of us excited. We got to see Sasha Kelly as Supergirl. We got to see Michael Shannon as General Zod. We got to see Michael Keaton as Batman. I'm sure we'll be talking about that more in a little bit. We got to see the
Yes.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, another trailer for that. We could see that Gamora is back. We got, they also had that song, Since You've Been Gone, playing throughout it. Looks like a good trailer. But we also got some news, not during the Super Bowl, just some news over the weeks that Spider Man Noir will be getting a live action TV series on Amazon. And it has been said that it will take place in the 1930s and that it will not be Peter Parker as Spider Man. Also, we found out that Faith, who is a character from Harbinger, will be getting a movie. And well, the movie was announced a little while ago. Not too many people were excited about it, but now it has a writer. And Faith is from Harbinger, which is a Valiant series,
Mm-hmm.
and the writer who is set to write the series is Emily Carmichael, who is most known for writing Jurassic World, Dominion. The movie already has a director in Paul Downs Calazio. Unfortunately, we had a passing, and it was of the artist Lee Moder. He passed away at the age of 53. He is known for being one of the creators of Stargirl. He has also been the artist for Wonder Woman, X Force, and Batman: The Last Angel. But we got some other news. This news, I don't know if some may say it's pretty good, some may say it's not so good, and that is that Hellboy is getting another reboot. This time, the director will be Brian Taylor, who directed Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. We got a Spawn update, and that is that Todd McFarlane let everyone know that the movie is in another. They're writing another draft, so I don't know. They didn't say if it's the second draft, the third, or the fourth draft. And then he gave a little warning, and that warning is that he believes there may be a potential strike in Hollywood, maybe with writers, maybe with actors, who knows. But I'll be on that. I'll be on the spot. If they're out, I'll be looking to jump in.
Yeah. No,
Also,
I was gonna
rumored
say that whole Todd McFarlane thing makes me laugh. I just need to say that out loud. I'm sorry.
No problem. Yeah, just like before when there was big news, and then
Yeah.
it wasn't big news. And then finally, one thing that got me really excited, all us X-Men fans really excited, was that X-Men 97, X-Men 97's Kel Dodd, who plays the part of Wolverine, let something out of the bag on his Twitter. He let everyone know that he was very excited that he was in the studio recording for season 2. So look at that, X-Men 97. There's already season 2 in the works. And then finally, Codex, we're all getting excited for C2E2, which we are going to be there. I know I'll be there. And
Yep.
they one thing with C2E2 is they always have many celebrity guests. And the big one announced a few days ago was that Chris Evans will be there signing autographs and taking pictures. And that wraps up the rundown. Now I can take a breather and let Jamie take over on topics that he really wants to go into detail.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we'll start off with the easy one here at first. Michael Keaton as
Yes.
in the Flash. I think that as much as Ezra Miller has done things to himself that put him in a bad spotlight, I think that the movie's gonna turn out well as far as like a Flashpoint esque kind of way. I know James Gunn went on record since he's leading the new DC future movies and projects. He said that it was an amazing movie for the test screening. So I'm more than excited about it. But hearing him say, "Yeah, I'm Batman," I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yes, that I think that one got many people, even people who I normally don't see posting about comic stuff. That has everyone excited. Michael Keaton has
Yeah,
everyone excited.
I really do like the fact that Zod being back going up against Kara. That was cool too. But overall, I just can't wait to see how the movie goes. I'm still gonna see it, but I mean, who the Flash is in the future, I just don't think it's Ezra Miller anymore.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, this movie. I think a one and done. Well, I mean, they were the Flash in
Hmm.
Justice League, but when it comes down to this, is playing the Flash in the lead role. I think this would be a one and done thing, and then it will be done with Ezra being the Flash. But yeah, I was, we've been hearing about Michael Keaton playing Batman. We've been seeing the pictures, but just to see it was so good to see. It got us all pumped.
Oh God, yeah.
And I gotta say, Michael Shannon was a great surprise. I didn't expect it in the trailer. When I
No,
saw him, they got me excited too.
yeah, no one expected him to be back in any part for
Yeah,
that movie. So I'm excited for that to re-see that again and see how Barry screwed up the timeline. Um, But speaking of trailers, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the swan song to James Gunn's Guardians universe. Um, I know it's Drax's last performance, or Dave Bautista as Drax. I don't know about the rest of the team, but I don't know how I feel about the trailer. The only thing that I thought was cool was seeing Adam Warlock because everyone was given, I think it's Will Poulter. Uh, they kept putting him down because he didn't look anything like the character, and I thought he looked amazing in the trailer. Um, I just feel like with this trailer, they tried to make it too funny because they're going into Rocket's uh, basically
origin. Yeah.
origin, and his origin is not funny. Like the things that Rocket went through are not for the light of heart.
So
So
maybe people
I kind of
in
saw
for a
a
surprise
downside on it.
there.
Yeah. Um, it just I just can't get over how they're trying to make everything like laughable in the trailer. Like give me some give me some feeling other than, oh, this is gonna be funny. This shouldn't be a comedy at that point.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, that you don't just want it to be comedy. I mean, yeah, we're fine with it, but you want to see
Mhm.
more. That it's not just the comedy. We love, the action, but we also want to see seriousness, especially like you said, if they're going to go into the origin of Rocket. Well, one thing I did find funny that did have me laughing was when Gamora's saying, "Oh, it seems like you'd be better off, like you'd like my sister," and then Stellar starts really looking at Nebula.
Yeah,
I did like that part.
yeah, that was a funny part.
And then,
But
like you said,
other than that,
Adam. Oh, see,
no,
Adam
go ahead.
Warlock, like you said, yeah, maybe people are saying, "Oh, not super comic accurate," but when you look at it, it's kind of hard. Even he may look like, "Oh, he's gold," but if you really like did the eyes, it might come out kind of weird looking. As a big Adam Warlock fan, I think he looks fine as Adam Warlock, so I think it should be very interesting. I'm excited
Yeah.
for it.
And then there was the Todd McFarlane announcement. I'm gonna go through this quickly. I'm not waiting for any more major announcements from this man.
Same
I'm
here.
just not. It's literally just, guys, guess what? We got someone writing. Guys, guess what? We're on the next draft. We don't know which draft it is, but we're on to the next one.
Yeah.
By the time this comes out, Jamie Foxx is going to be 107. Probably still look the same, but it doesn't matter. It's just every time we see a major announcement by him, I'm like, I'm just not interested anymore. Like, you're losing you're losing your audience on there. And
Yeah,
I
because
just think you're doing it wrong.
it is like when you say major, come on, you mean like a big casting or something like that, or a release date, a trailer date, something like that. Not, oh, we're working on another draft. That's not a major. That's an update, but it's
Yeah, it's not a major
not
announcement or a
anything
major
major,
update.
huge. Yeah.
As for the Hellboy reboot, I think you should have gave it a couple more years. At least David Harbour did what he was expected to do for his take on Hellboy. Was it the best? No, but was it the worst? I don't think so. Um, Having the director from Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance take it over, I don't think it. I got no hopes
Yeah. Yeah,
for
because
it.
it's like, yeah, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance did not do so well, so I don't know if he's the best person to take on Hellboy. Like I said, very, very soon to be having. I
Yeah,
think give it some time.
yeah, it needed to breathe, and it's not. It's just not breathing. Like it just isn't. And the last thing I'll talk about is the Chris Evans part being a C2E2.
Oh,
Now,
yes.
my thing is, they announced how much everything's going to be for a photo op, and an autograph is $250 a piece, just for each one. Now, it's a combo you get, I think it's for 400, but so you save yourself $100. Now, I remember when Stanley's last appearance at C2, and it wasn't even that much to do that. And the man created the universe. At one point, Chris Hemsworth was at C2. He was in the mid 60s, 70s, which is doable for
Oh,
most. I just think it's kind of outrageous that, yeah, we got a big name coming, but it feels like you, it's a big name, but why charge the people that they're already going to this event that much to meet you? I feel like most of the bigger upper echelon celebrities in the comic world, they are at just like a San Diego Comic-Con where it's a big event, it's Hall H, it's movies being announced, it's names being dropped, it's this, it's that. That's fine. But when you get to those little, like, not smaller events, because E2 is not a small event, um, by any means, it's kind of disheartening to sit there and see, like, this $400 someone worked hard for just to get 10 seconds with you, if that. Because most of the people that are watching them are going, "Hey, move. Like, come on, we got to keep the line going." Like, you don't get for $400, I better be able to have a conversation with the guy for at least a couple minutes, you know. And
yeah.
it's just not fair to the people that are working hard to, be out there and do what they need to. I get it. He's a big name. You need to have some money come in to keep him in there. But at the same time, you think if you said, "Hey, it's going to be 50, $60, for both," say like 60 for the signing, 70 for an autograph, a bundle package for X amount, there'll be more people going to be lining up. You're still going to make your money's worth in that regard. But to me, am I going to try to meet him? No, it ain't worth $400 to go meet Captain America for 5 seconds when I can go take a picture with a cosplayer that looks probably better.
Yeah. And for me, yeah, like that, I was shocked, when I saw 250. But yeah, I was okay. Well, I won't be meeting him. Even some of the others aren't as much. Like see that a
Mhm.
lot of the cast of Smallville's there. A lot of the cast of Boy Meets World. See the wrestler Christian Cage will be there.
Yes.
But everybody's still, like you said, somewhere around $40 for autograph, maybe 60 for picture, something like that. But I'm like, even for me, I'm like, yeah, it's still a lot. But especially the 250 is ridiculous. But a lot of times that is also to like agents and things like that working it out. I don't
Yeah.
believe that is Chris Evans saying, "Hey, you got to pay this much." It's the other behind the scenes people. So I don't
No,
think I'm
but
getting any autographs there.
at the same point, even if it's like your agent talking, it's got to be, you literally have the ability to be like, guys, like, hey, like these guys are coming to see me. Like, let's
Yeah.
break it down a little bit more. You have that ability,
Yeah, here's the
regardless. You
power.
just
You're right.
know
Here's the
your
power.
worth at that point, and I think he's got that worth in his head. Like, I'm Captain America. I can make as much as I want on this. You know,
Yeah, he's already got enough money. He got millions, man.
yeah, he rolling in the dough. It doesn't matter about anything else at that point. Jeez.
Yeah, so I'll just if I look, I'll see him. Oh, I saw him. Same goes for everybody else. Still,
Yeah.
I don't want to pay $60 for an autograph. I'll wave at Mr. Feeney. I'll blow its Peggy a
Right.
kiss. Maybe I'll work with Kristen Kirk on a show somehow. Maybe I'll be a
Right.
guest on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast. But at C2E2, I
Yeah.
will not be paying to meet anybody or getting their autographs. I got my friends to hang out with and maybe some comic books to buy. But yeah, for the famous people, I'll take a look.
Yeah. That's all you can do at that point. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like I think I covered what I wanted to. Is there anything
Yeah.
you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, we went through pretty much took care of with the rundown and then right now. And then, yeah, so before we move on to that F list, Code X is going to be at C2E2, what we were talking about. So maybe we'll do some little videos, some stuff like that, so that everybody can check us out too. See what
Mm-hmm.
we had going on that day. Well,
Yeah,
more updates
definitely.
as it gets closer because that is the end of next month, March, I believe. Yeah, 31st, April
Yeah.
1st, and April 2nd.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday,
WrestleMania
and
weekend. What
Sunday.
a weekend to do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they always on some kind of pay per view. It seems they always C2E2. There's an event
there-
with C2E2, and then
a
I'm told home some.
UFC, a
Yeah,
big
always
UFC
somehow
event,
pay per view.
something's always going on.
Yeah. So I was like,
But
oh no, UFC this time, but it looks like there's WrestleMania this time. So
yeah, WrestleMania for that weekend. All right, but let's get into our F list character because obviously he sees this coming, but we don't.
oh,
So
that is
Sonny, go
right.
ahead.
This man is the 10-eyed man. Do you have the picture to show everybody? There's the cover when he was in Batman and Robin. Look at that. The man who saw with his fingers. I've got Batman dead in my sights, and there he is once again. That is, I believe, in the Brave and the Bold. And there we go. There's a little history on him.
Which
Yes,
I did not read.
good. It just makes it that much better because I have some history right here on this guy, and let me tell you, his history.
Do you want me to
It gets
give my
worse
thoughts first?
and worse. Yes, please give us your thoughts on this man because
All
we
right.
all eyes were on the Super Bowl a couple weeks ago, but this man had 10 eyes on Rihanna's on her baby bump. What do you think is going on, or what do you think happened in
So
the life of 10-eyed man?
in the life of 10-eyed man, he unfortunately lost his vision in a diaper commercial gone wrong. He, like the Joker, absorbed new powers and needed a way to export them. And with that, he was retconned into having finger eyes. So now he can see all the way around him no matter what he does. He is one of the forefronts of the rogues that we just didn't know we needed. And from that point on, Booster Gold once asked him how he uses the bathroom, and he says gently, very, very gently.
Gently. I have an extra eye. You would not
Why
believe
is
what that
this
eye
one seeing
sees.
brown at the moment?
That eye sees brown.
But moving forward, if he's going to be a stagnant character going into the future, I say yay for this man because 10 I just the 10 figures alone. It's like the 10 rings but just right here with the jazz hands. He will see everything coming at him.
Okay, well, there we go. Are you ready for this, Jamie? And no surprise, 10-eyed man is a villain. His real name is Philip Reardon. He's a former Vietnam veteran. And he was blinded in a warehouse explosion that burned his retinas. He believed it was Batman's fault. There was a time he went after Batman. The two fought and did an explosion. Again, he was knocked unconscious. Batman left, and so he took it as I beat Batman. They eventually fought again, and Batman did defeat him. He was put in prison. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Batman beats him, and then it does not go well for him. While he was in prison, I got a lot of this information from Batman fandom, and it says while he was in prison, he could only be kept in a jail cell, keeping his hands locked in a special box that kept him blind all day and night. So this man was just in a prison with a box covering his hands so that he was blind. He would return in Man Bat 2 because, again, a villain named Lavelle was saying that Gotham was being taken over by strange bat people, so he hired who? Ten-Eyed Man. Ten-Eyed Man, in a battle with Man Bat, there was an explosion set to hit Man Bat, but unfortunately, it hit Reardon. It hit Ten-Eyed Man. He took the brunt of the blast, disoriented. He staggered off of a skyscraper, and many thought he was dead, but he was not dead. He did survive, but then he was technically killed off in the Crisis on Infinite Earths, and he was later seen in Animal Man 23. Yeah, then there was the second one. But yeah, this man just no good luck for him. Also, he appeared in Batman: The Brave and the Bold. That's the cartoon-looking picture you had, and in there he is with a bunch of other, they say third-rate villains, but also they look like F-listers at the 8 bar. And when they see Batman, it is Ten-Eyed Man who says, "I'll be the first one." He jumps at Batman first, and he gets beaten senseless. Once he is back, he comes back, and it says later he appeared in Emperor Joker. Batmite reads about the origin of Ten-Eyed Man, and eventually Batmite gives Batman a cactus. Batman throws the cactus at Ten-Eyed Man, and what does he do? Like every smart man who sees through his fingertips, Ten-Eyed Man catches the cactus. So all the cactus, they prinkle, they stab each of his eyes and his hands, and yeah, and there's the last time Ten-Eyed Man was defeated. Like I say, just seems to get worse. He gets beat up. He falls off of buildings. He catches cactuses with his hands that have fingers on there. Yeah, and although it says he could be a pretty good fighter because he could see so much, he seems to constantly be losing to Batman, and fights doesn't seem to give him a good matchup. So that is a little bit of the history of Ten-Eyed Man. But before I go into how I think he'll do, if he can get out of the F list, I will say that his first appearance was all the way back in 1970, and that was in Batman 226. Do I think he can get out of the F list? I don't think he does. I think he stays or just is an F lister because there's not really much you can do with him. His powers are not that great. It'd be hard to put him in a live action movie because with his eyes just being on each of his fingertips, it comes off as very cheesy, and I think most of the audience would laugh. And especially with Batman movies, they're pretty serious. Where if he was a Guardians of the Galaxy character, or possibly the only thing he can make it in DC is if he was in like a Suicide Squad movie, something with some humor, because yeah, it's gonna be hard to take him serious. So I do not believe that Philip Reardon, Ten-Eyed Man, makes it out of the F list. I believe he and his 10 eyes stays right here with Gamecock, Pink Pearl, Prophet, NFL Super Pro, and all the others that will be joining the F list.
Yeah, good call on that, Sonny.
Any last comments you have on this man with many eyes?
No, like I said, I think this one can get out of the F list. It's gonna take time.
Yeah. Any stories you see that would be like the perfect way for him to get out?
No, not at the moment. Maybe in a Harley Quinn issue like we have here.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So yeah, like Harley Quinn or Rousing Suicide Squad, something with some humor. That'd be his only way So I think he stays. Jamie says he will go, and only time will tell. So that wraps up the F list for this week.
Yes, it does. And we move on to Do You Know? And with that, Sonny, do you know where we can get comics for a discounted price? And maybe
Uh,
even the comic we have today?
on the corner of 110th Street?
No, but I can show you.
Show me.
I will do just that. Everyone, if you're anything like me, you love comics, but you also love a good deal. And our friends over at Heroes Corner Comics have just the deal for you. From exclusives to back issues, graded slabs, current issues, and even set up a subscription with them. And all you have to do is use the keyword code X at checkout. That's CODEX, and you will save 20% store wide. So don't miss out. Yes, definitely check out our friends over at Heroes Corner Comics. Get your discount, use code X at checkout, CODEX, no hyphen. So with that being said, Sonny, do you know?
I do know quite a few things. I do know the Heroes Corner comics. I was checking it out, and I know they have a lot of comic books. They have a lot of old stuff, new stuff, slabs, all kinds of stuff. So I was looking there. You can get all kinds of great comic books over there. And like Jamie said, use that code X. You know, use that code X password to get you some 20% off. They save you 20%. But yeah, look, a lot of stuff, all kinds of stuff. Even Exo Man of War stuff.
Dear God.
Yes. So, Jamie, it is time, like you said, for Do You Know?
All right. Am I starting this one off?
You are first.
Okay.
Today.
So, Sonny, we all know that we're going to be digging into Harley Quinn today. And one thing about DC and Marvel is they always have parodies of other characters. Well, today there's a parody of a parody of a parody that I'm going to ask you about. So, Sonny, do you know Red Tool's first appearance? Now, Red Tool was, for those who don't know, a parody of Deadpool, who's a parody of Slade
Go.
Wilson.
Yeah.
So it's a parody of a parody of a parody.
Okay. First appearance of Red Tool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Harley Quinn number 2.
Oh, you were so close. So close. It's actually Harley Quinn Volume 2, which is part of the series today, but number 3.
Oh, one off. Okay. So now, Jamie, all right. Since today we were talking about Spider-Man Noir,
Mm-hmm.
my question for you goes with Spider-Man Noir. So the first miniseries of Spider-Man Noir was just called Spider-Man Noir. My question for you is, do you know what is the name of the second Spider-Man Noir series? I will give you a hint. Billy Idol.
Spider-Man Noir White Wedding.
Close. Good guess. But Spider-Man Noir's second series is actually called Spider-Man Noir Eyes Without a Face.
Oh, okay.
I'm not too sure if it is based off if that is from the Billy Idol song or the 1960s horror movie. But yes, it was called Spider-Man Noir Eyes Without a Face.
Okay. Well, going into Harley Quinn today, obviously her and the Joker are no longer a thing, but Joker had a new girlfriend named Punchline. So, Sonny, do you know what is Punchline's actual name?
Ooh. Punchline's name. Laura Pudding.
That's a good one. It should have been that. But no, it's actually Alexis K.
Alexis K. I think Laura Pudding sounds better. Okay, so
Probably.
Alexis K. There we go. Now I will not ever forget Punchline's name of Alexis K. All right. There you go. So, Jamie, this question I had set for last week since it was closer to, Valentine's Day, all that stuff. But last time we had an episode of the Codex podcast that we reviewed Marvels, and it featured the wedding of Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic.
Mhm.
So, my question for you goes back to the original Fantastic Four. Do you know And what issue of the Fantastic Four was the wedding between Reed and Sue Richards?
Fantastic Four 75.
Fantastic Four Annual 3.
Ooh, okay, that's weird. That was an annual. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is an annual.
We're doing so good right now with each other, and I think you're gonna get this one. So this is gonna be your win. So this issue is predominant because it's actually the first kiss between Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, which we'll be getting into more later in our review. But Sonny, do you know what is Poison Ivy's first actual appearance?
Mm.
Looking at notes.
No,
Stop
okay.
it.
Let me make sure to stay here. Poison Ivy's first appearance is Batman 170.
I thought you were gonna get
Drawing
this. It was
blank.
actually Batman 181.
181. Okay, well, 11 issues off.
Yeah.
I had a feeling it was Batman. Okay. Yeah, we're doing great today.
Oh god, this is fantastic.
Yeah, it's because Tim is not here.
Yeah. He's not
He's
there to
double
be like, I was close.
Okay, Jamie, for the win. Michael Keaton as Batman inspired us all when we saw him in the trailer for The Flash. So my question for you is this. Do you know which Michael Keaton performance inspired Hugh Jackman to say that he will play Wolverine until he dies?
Birdman.
Correct. That is right. Michael Keaton's performance is Regan Thompson / Birdman in Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. Made Hugh Jackman say he will play Wolverine until he dies. So, Jamie, with that, you get the point. You get the win.
And the win.
Congrats.
Woo! I did think that was gonna happen. A lot of my life's been like that. I don't know why.
Well, you got it. You came back at the end for the win. Thanks to Michael Keaton.
Yes, thank you,
And
Batman,
a little bit Hugh Jackman.
once again. Everything I do is because it's Batman.
Yeah, he's Batman. And with that wraps up our Do You Know? And we get on to our review. It is time for the review. And as usual, I will reintroduce ourselves for editing purposes. And hello, everyone. Welcome to another Codex review. I am Sunny, joined by Jamie. And today we are reviewing Harley Quinn number 25. And today, Jamie has the credits to start us off.
Yes, there's two parts to this story. So everyone knows there's Harley Loves Joker. That's the back part of it. But Harley Quinn issue 25, that's the front. So there's two writers attributed to this. There's Jimmy Pelamati and Amanda Connor. Cover by Amanda Connor. And artist is Chad Harden.
Okay, so I will start us off with a little bit going through the story. In the beginning, we see Madison Berkowitz, and she is talking with Saldana in Saldana's first appearance. He is with the Unconquerable 25, and Madison says that she wants him to kill Harley Quinn. We move over and we see that Harley Quinn is at a hot tub with Cy Borgman, and the two are talking, and eventually the next day when they're leaving, probably my favorite part of the whole issue was that the receptionist, she's like, so how are things with your lover? And as soon as Harley goes to kind of stop her, Cy's like, they were terrific.
Yeah,
So I got
when they were at checkout, when he's like, it was fantastic. Like, this is great. Thank you again.
He took it. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this. I will let this lady think that me and Harley are having a great old time. And then, we see the two of them are walking on the street and they see a robbery, and Harley wants to stop it. And Sai has a bunch of weapons she can use, but she decides just to have some fun with it and use her shoe. She throws it, knocks the guy's teeth out, stops the robbery, and then she's ready to have a surprise party for Sai. But it turns out, surprise, it's actually a surprise birthday party for Harley Quinn. Then it is the kiss, the first kiss between Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. And it happens rather fast. As soon as they say surprise, Poison Ivy goes up to give Harley Quinn a kiss. But as we know, we've talked about this before on the Codex podcast, this is an edited image. The original image was changed. The artist later on posted a picture of how it was originally supposed to be. So in this, we see their first kiss, but it does look awkward, where it looks like Poison Ivy looks like she's kissing in a deep kiss, but Harley Quinn looks kind of awkward, like her mouth. You can tell that it was edited. So that is the first kiss between Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. They're enjoying the birthday party. We have many other characters there, like we have Catwoman, we have Iggy Foo, and there was even a game of pin the tail on Iggy Foo.
Yes.
Harley misses, she goes out the window, but Power Girl is there to rescue her right on time. And then as Power Girl, we all know Power Girl, we know she's got some big things, but as Harley Quinn says, as Power Girl's holding her up to her chest, Harley's like, "Oh, I see you also got some presents."
Yeah.
The two talk a little bit, and Power Girl says, "Happy birthday! You can consider this me saving you as your birthday gift." Throws her back to the party, but then the unconquerable 25 have to spoil it, and this is when they make their attempt to kill Harley and they shoot up the party. But we know Harley Quinn is not going to go down without a fight, so she goes after them. So does Catwoman and Poison Ivy, and then yeah, it is a fight. We get some Harley Quinn is killing quite a few of them, but I think she sees she's outnumbered by a lot, and then to be continued. And it
Yes,
moves on
definitely.
to the next issue. And yes, today we are only reviewing this issue. In this part of the story, we are not reviewing the second story. It is just the surprise party. So now I'll get on. For me, with this, it had its good points. The artwork was good. The story, it's a fun story. It's not the greatest story. It wasn't, even though it's known as the first kiss, it wasn't a super
Mhm.
romantic kiss or anything like that. It kind of surprises you. Surprise, there's the kiss. But the thing, there was some good humor in it. I felt at points it sometimes got a little too much, like sometimes get a little serious. But yeah, there were some funny parts, like I said, especially the part with Psy. But for me, one huge thing was the editing of that kiss. When you have such a big moment like this, that does go some points down for me because that was the artist's work. These are two legendary characters, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Their romance is extremely popular. It's a great romance. I'm sure we'll be seeing it in
Mhm.
live action movies soon. We already see it in the Harley Quinn animated series. And then
Yes.
everyone, when they look back at the first kiss, this was it. And it was spoiled by thinking, editing purposes for just saying, oh, we can't have two women kiss. And now we do see it in comic books. We see two
Everywhere.
men kiss, two women kiss. Yeah, so for this first kiss to be on the cheek, kind of moving over and edited, that brought me down. And then I did read the second part, the second story, but that doesn't go with this for the rating. But for me, with it being a pretty good issue, I didn't think it was too special. But with the big editing change and the story, like to not finishing, I did
Mhm.
want the story to finish as opposed to going on to the next one. I give Harley Quinn 25 a 6.3 out of 10.
Okay. Good
Not
call.
super good. No, I wouldn't say bad, but I wouldn't be like, oh, this is so good. So somewhere in there, I go down to a 6.3.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. There were some good funny parts in it. There were some, it just felt stale at times. Um, it was a big issue for just the kiss alone, so that's why it was pushed so heavily. The editing, yeah, it is what it is. You can't do anything about it now. It's already out there. But as far as like I said, the writing, some parts just felt stale. There was a lot of good humor in there. The artwork was, I felt like that was the most amazing part about the whole issue. I remember looking at what we have from the last Harley Quinn series that's coming out right now to that. I love the artwork in there. Um, for me personally, if I had to give it a rating, I think I'm around the same ballpark as you though, Sonny. I'm gonna go 6.5, only because the art to me was the thing that drew me in more. Um,
Yeah,
I
characters,
feel
they did
like,
look great. Shootout, too, really great.
yeah. As far as like I said, you guys check out the backstory. There's a 2 issue thing that comes out with it too. Um, for or Harley Loves Joker. So definitely check that out if you guys are interested in it. But yeah, for issue 25, I thought it'd be more bigger, flashier than just awkward kiss and then move on.
All right, so there you go. I think yeah, we are pretty much on the same side there. So I give Harley Quinn 25 a 6.3. Jamie gives it a 6.5. And that is our review for Harley Quinn number 25. We will be back with more reviews from the Code X station.
Yes.
And now I will tell you guys all, since we're about to wrap up the episode, that I will be out of commission next week. I've got a lot going on. So, first, I'll start with that. I have a story called No More Positivity. I have 2 chapters left to edit and post. I will get on that before the month comes to its end. Unfortunately, I do have some issues going on with the doctor, so I may be having a surgery soon. So next week I have a consultation, and then hopefully not too in the too distant future, I may be missing another episode if I do need surgery. And I'll be working on this show called Dark Matter. I need to make some money. Yes, Dark Matter is based on the book. And 2, I'll also be in Wisconsin. I'm going to see my nephew Adrian kick some booty in wrestling. And finally, I have this show called The Series About a Series, in episode 2. An Idea to Live For is almost done. So next time I come on here, I'm looking forward to saying that it's done. Trailers will be coming out, and then I should have a release date for the episode. So that's what I'll be up to next week. I have
We have
full
3 months of hearing about a
confidence.
series about a series.
But not too much, not too much. I'll say check it out. It's there, and then since it's episode 2, I don't think it'll be up for many awards because they look back at the first one. But that's what I'll be up to. I'll miss you guys all, and I have confidence that Jamie and Tim, as they've done before, they can continue on with the show, and I have faith that they will put on a great show, and I will be checking it out from wherever I am. So everyone, always thank you for checking us out. Thank you for being supporters of the Code X Station, the Code X Podcast, all of us, everything we have going on. I will see you all again in a few weeks.
Yes, and we will miss you. Don't worry, buddy. We'll take care of it. But leading out, just want to say thank you everybody that's like, shared, subscribed, followed us since the beginning. It's been a journey. It's not the end of the story. Definitely not. And I think that goes a lot with life in general right now. But yeah, guys, if you haven't had the chance yet, go check out, codexstation.com. One-stop shop for everything Codex related. Like we said, get some gear, talk to us, let us know what you like, don't like, meet the team, do all that fun stuff. But as always, guys, life's rough out there for a lot of people right now. You never know what anyone's going through, so always be kind. Tell everyone that you care about, you love them, no matter what. It goes without saying. But to everybody out there, love y'all. Thank you. Thank you for listening to us 2 and 3. Always make fools of ourselves every week. And see you in the next one.